All right. Good morning, ladies and gents. Welcome to today's daily meeting. Glad to have you all on this wonderful money making Monday. All right. Always a pleasure to have each and every one of you on. I'm looking forward and excited to what we will be hearing today and executing on today, because from the words of our CEO, the learning season is over. We are in the doing, executing season. So without further ado, allow me to hand it over to the founder and CEO of the ATSJR Companies, Antonio T. Smith Jr., LLC. Okay, all the way from G-Town, Texas. The one, Romy Rome, he can put that hair in a ponytail now. It's over. Okay, you can't tell him nothing. You really can't tell him nothing now. All right, millionaire and billionaire maker, innovative creator, Mr. Antonio T. Smith Jr. There you go, Mr. Phil. He got to catch up.
Well, yeah, I gotta get way back there. I'm working on it, Phil. I'm working on it. Good morning, everybody, and let's make sure that all of you are appreciating, grateful for the day that the Lord has made. Because Grace and Jerome will rejoice.
That's it.
And be glad in it. All right,
That's
there
it.
you go. You know how they do. They find a way to praise the Lord. Grace and Jerome, I'm telling you, the
That's
best
it.
Christians of us all. There you go. All right. Today's topic is tangible results and benchmarks. Tangible results and benchmarks. Where you should be, what you should be doing, about what things should look like, etc. Where you should be, about what you're doing, about what things should look like. I'm going to take Adrian first. It's a good example. A successful, yes.
Before you get to misunderstood, I just wanted to give a shout out to Mr. Jasim. I hope I'm saying his name right. I'm talking about Tyrell and
Yes.
Misunderstood. They had their podcast show in the trenches on yesterday. It was really good. They were going in.
Well, they are excellent folk, aren't they? They know what they're doing.
Yes. Also, What's Your Mess with Tracy D. Armstrong came out yesterday with the incomparable Macedonia Dixon. That was all that. Shout out to them too.
Oh, look at that. Yeah. Donia's been working hard all week too. Don't let her fool y'all.
Well, since we're talking about interviews, Law Lodeholt has an interview on Black Wall Street today. I think it's at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time on Instagram Live.
So that's in front of a couple of thousand people, about 80,000 of them. Yeah, not a big crowd, just 80,000 people. No big deal. No big deal, Grace. You understand?
That's it. Just a couple.
Yeah. It's about 80,000 folk. Little small crowd of people. Well, that's awesome. Well, good. I'm well pleased with all of you. Keep up the good work. Y'all are doing the good fight. You're doing the good fight. Starting with Adrian first, as far in the topic of benchmarks and tangible results. One of the greatest ways to get your business running well is to join someone else's and see how well it is not. It's one of the greatest ways. It's been called marketing research for a long time. It really has. It really has. I know people, actually, they're still, if you ever take business in college, which I do not recommend, I just do not recommend.
Okay.
I don't. Yeah, I do not recommend it whatsoever. Anyway, if you take business in college, you will do case studies in which people went to start their own hotel industries, hotels or restaurants. So they went to go work for a hotel or a restaurant. And it's really good advice. It really is. Well, people like Tracy and Adrian, who just went somewhere on January 1st with a company's name, you now know exactly how your business should look because you saw how one shouldn't look. That's the fastest way to get to some tangible results and benchmarks. And this is not a bad thing. I'm not saying anything bad. What I'm saying is clear. Building around 1 and 2 star reviews is your greatest way to go. It really is. It really is. It really is, because every complaint you would have had, somebody else had. And if you are the solver of complaints, well, then you are the leader of the pack. Now, the trick is, there's my coffee right there. The trick is, which problems do we solve first? You got to do like a triage. Triage is something you normally hear on the battlefield or in the hospital. Battlefield or the hospital. Triage is choosing who to save and who to let die. It is. You're choosing who to help first. When a firefighter goes, firefighters are used often in America as paramedics because they have to be EMT certified. So typically, once you'll see an emergency of something that may involve paramedics coming out, it's often easy to get the fire department out first. And you will discover that if there is a train collision and there's derailing of the trains or something dramatic that they would show on TV, they're going to have to then choose who gets treated first. Is it Grace with her hangnail, or Jerome with his head hanging off? One of these is more important than the other.
This is why it takes forever in the emergency room. Okay.
Yes, because y'all be going there with your sniffles. And your sniffles are not an emergency. The only time your sniffles have become an emergency was 2020 and 21 with the COVID of the 19. Yeah, that's it. So you have to pick triage on which tangible results will you pursue first. Because all the results you can't do first. Case in point, Tracy needs a stage and a staging company and probably, $50 million to start up. And, sometimes all you need is $50 million, Phil. Sometimes it's all you need. You don't need no prayer. Just $50 million, it'll fix it. Sometimes all you need.
That's it.
Sometimes the Lord, just give me $50 million. I got it from him. Sometimes that's all you need. Sometimes. Tracy don't need a lot of things, but what is most important first? What gets her first paying customers? Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're asking.
Yes.
Question. Wait a minute. You said what gets her first paying customers?
Yeah. Isn't that where y'all at? Because that's where you should be.
Yeah.
All right, and Deanna, you hurry up.
I have an idea.
Yes, and you hurry up too, because I want your camera on, because I want you to tell them what you're doing. And I also want you to lead by example too. But go ahead though.
Well, okay, well, hold on then. Hold on.
No, wait, you talk first.
Okay, one of the things that you are having us one of the things that you're having us do is create a free product. So in order to get our first paying customer, we have to move them to the free product and then funnel them through the sales funnel to get them to pay for their first product. Because that was the point of you telling us, okay, all of these is what you should have. And that was the point of that free product, because the free product, even though we still have to sell the free product, we still have to sell it, but that free product moves you to your first customer. But before then, she has to solve a problem. And solving a problem will move her to her first paid customer.
All most excellent answers. You answered that like you can teach the class. Good job. All great answers.
Let me ask. I thought you were asking a question too, but isn't it just give value? You have to provide value. Say something that attracts them to you, and then the free product might be part of that, and then they'll end up selling or asking you. Don't sell. They'll ask you, "What do you got?" You know, they're looking for you to give them something.
Okay, absolutely correct. You tricked me, so let me make my question better then, because yes, the answer is to give value. The answer is to give her answer was smarter than my question, Grace. You understand? My answer was smarter than my question. She tricked me.
Her answer was Jesus. That's
Come on, big sister.
Yeah, she tricked me. Okay, so let's put you all. Let's put Tracy. Tracy, do you have pretty feet?
So repeat that. Do I have what?
Do you have pretty feet? Very disrespectful question to ask a man to ask a woman. You get shot for that, by the way.
Okay, I guess I didn't understand what you said.
Okay, you do have pretty feet. I've seen them. Okay, because you came to the thinking.
Oh,
so
pretty
now,
feet.
Yes.
Okay.
All
yes.
right. So let's put all of you, man or female. You're all foot. I'm not gonna call you foot models. You are foot fetish models. Okay, all of you. All right. There's like 90,000 different foot fetishes too. So God bless you. All of you are foot fetish models. What's the first thing? I definitely have pretty toes, what the law says. What's the first thing you need to do? Give me some triage there. You want to start making money. What's the first thing you need to do with your toes?
Take pictures.
Okay. All right then. So we want to market kindly our product in a flattering environment.
First thing you need to do is get a pedicure.
Okay, so we want to have our product
clipping all them toes.
Clipping all them toes. So we want to have our product in presentable presentation mode. Please write this down. Please know that every answer we give about Tracy putting her heel in somebody's hands is the answers where all your company should be at right now.
Repeat that. The first thing you said about the presentation for the feet.
Lord, don't you say your toes are prettier than hers? She's sure. We want to have our toes presentable. So we want to do the work to make our product presentable. I'm glad all of you recognize that your feet are the product. Can I just have my toes together and not my heels?
No, sir.
Am I allowed to just get off work and just throw my toes out there?
Your heels cannot look like you've been kicking bricks and falling down. Yeah.
Is there one type of foot customer?
No.
Maybe there is someone that likes to get off of work and walk around with the law says no. All right, so he knows. Maybe there is somebody who wants to toe jammy smell. But that's a niche audience. You understand? That's a niche audience. So maybe. What else do we come on? Not just Grace. Y'all help out.
You also, it depends on, like with anything, if you're going to be a model, you want to, how are you going to present it? What outfits are you going to wear for the headshot? So if you're doing the foot, what shoes are you going to wear? Are they going to be flats? Are they going to be mules? Are they going to be 6 inches? Are they going to be flip-flops? Are they going to, what are you going to wear?
We need flattering visuals, Grace. Flattering visuals. Well, no, that one thing covers the two things. We need flattering visuals, and we need those visuals to help sell the product. Some staging. So flattering visuals and staging is what that would be. No different than Deanna saying you need heels 6 inch of this. Is no different than Adonia selling a house and hiring a staging company to put furniture in it. There's no difference.
And then what environment are you going to be in? Are you going to be in a sandy environment? So it's going to be the beach. Are you going to be on hardwood flooring? Are you going to be on tile? Are you going to be on the grass? Or is it going to be a park scenery? Is it going to be, carpet? Is it like
any of those things? Okay, so we'll say all that's still staging. Law just put in the comment, the industry is taking off, especially with the gay man. All right, see, if y'all kidding, you think I'm kidding, but you can Google foot models, or I guess they're models now, on OnlyFans, raking in $40,000 a month. Bet that changed Grace's mind. Well, I mean, if y'all gonna pay 40,000, I mean, ain't nobody gonna see my face. Okay.
Get out of my head, Reverend.
But y'all missing some very key things. There's a bunch of things that I'll help you with. One, probably got to have a Twitter if you're going to be doing that, because Twitter allows nudity and suggestive things. And Instagram will work too if you're going to be a foot model, because why? You need to promote wherever you're getting your money. So you're going to have pictures out there. You're going to have a profile page of feet on Twitter and feet on Instagram. What is that? That is marketing through third parties. Marketing through social media. As weird as this may sound, all of y'all, every answer we just put down, you should be doing in your company right now. Go ahead, Phil.
You also need some testimonials.
You need some testimonials. Somebody need to have a toe in your mouth all the way around. How do I say that, Gary? Your toe is their mouth. Yes, there you go. Somebody need to do that. Tracy, go get it done. Get the toe ready. There's other ways to do testimonials, but you get the point. All right. As Adonia, as vivid as I make this seem to you, it's also like as gory as these details may be, and as much as, because some of y'all hate feet, you're like, this whole conversation is leaving a bad taste in your mouth, and some of you like it. And either way, it's not stopping the fact that this example is giving us some good step-by-steps what we need to do next. It is, because guess who sells better than most people on the planet? Two industries immediately come to my mind. They're not the only industry. Three immediately now come to my mind. The casino. I dare you to find me a better salesperson. The casino.
The hair companies.
Hair companies do a good job too. Casino, say, Phil, come on in here and get drunk. It's on us. You sitting, huh? There's a pretty girl come by you, half dressed, give you this drink. You can't smoke nowhere in America. You can smoke in here. You can smoke in here. Go on, drink, smoke. Eventually, you'll start spending some money. Now, you ain't got to be playing again. If you're sitting, you can get you a drink. If you're sitting, you can get you a drink. Casinos, great salespeople. The mega church, my goodness, what great sales quality the mega church has. From the idea of meeting people in the downstairs underground garage, Grace, signs everywhere. No, I'm serious. Like I don't even say, you say sale in church, people get offended, but I'm not even being disrespectful. I'm saying there's a half a mile walk to the church and there's signs everywhere and people ushering you up. Underground, by the way, Grace, underground. And then you can genuinely take that whole path from the underground parking lot to the church in a storm and rain and never get wet. They make sure of it.
Well, the
They-
pastor is the
gotta
pastor
sell-
is the lead salesman, and
Got to sell the message, huh?
and the congregations are the marketing team.
There you go. Great examples. And then them, they got the best video, don't they, Grace? The mega church sells so well that if you go to Grace Church, which I keep trying to tell Grace Pastor, stop that, but he just don't listen. That camera is in the worst possible spot. Because y'all want the Lord to be respected. Don't put the camera where the people can't see. But when you go to the mega church, it's blocked off. Camera here, y'all can't sit nowhere around here. Because the mega church is not marketing to the 2,000 people inside, but the 20,000 and 30,000, or in most cases, 3 million watching. Because if it looks good inside the church, it automatically looks good on TV. And the porn industry. Find me people who sell better. Casino, porn, mega church. Go ahead, Phil.
And they all sell the same thing. Anybody want to guess what that is? They all sell the same product, the exact same product.
Pleasure.
You're close. Well, hope that makes the individual feel good. You hope that you're going to feel good, whether you go to the mega church, whether you go to the porn, whether you get into feed, or whether you get into porn. You hope that entity will make you feel good. The same product.
That was brilliant.
Hey, I'm more than just a pretty face.
Yeah.
Mr. Phil, I don't just look like this.
Yeah, that's brilliant. That is correct. They sell well. Oh, Adonia, what do I have to do to get Adonia to watch porn? Say to get Adonia to watch porn, there's a series of steps. I'm not telling you. She does.
Let me be clear. Let me be clear. I am not your customer. Let me just be clear. No confusion. I'm not your customer.
No, okay, no schoolgirl uniform or, hey, ma'am, I'm here to deliver your pizza. None of that. No, okay, all right. Yeah. But here's the deal: there's a series of steps. The mere fact that many of adult entertainment industries will send Grace a gift and a box that is boring with a name that's not the company. Like they'll have their wrapping on, but it'll be in the box under 3 layers. It'll be in the box, and then that box would be in the box. And then it'll come from something like Clara Ann, or some name, Jimmy Valentine or something. It won't say Curved Toy Shop or something. When they mail you stuff, even on your credit card bill, it comes from, y'all gonna act like y'all not grown. So y'all just, okay, that's fine. That's fine. Because one of the things that Tracy wants when she buys Viagra for, her what you call him, Grace? Sugar daddy, if she wants the billing to be discreet, it needs to say Bob Construction LLC. That is fantastic selling. Because I can assure you, if the billing said this for your sugar daddy, wouldn't even be no customers. We have, so I can show you a black and white film. I can show you a black and white film right now called Century Itself, Part 1, to where the instant cake wouldn't sell because the white wife wanted to do work for her husband. This is 1920. So what they did was they changed the recipe and put it in there to where you had to add 2 eggs.
The wives didn't want to feel like they were cutting corners because all their lives they've been taught you have to do everything from scratch. So the instant cake was too easy. Like it was too easy. So they made it where you had to personally add some type of ingredient to it for you to put forth effort to bake this very easy cake.
I obviously made her watch that documentary, and here's the deal. Y'all still eat instant cakes today.
I get a Dunkin'.
The cake mix, the Dunkins, all that stuff, it wouldn't exist.
Butter and milk.
It would not exist if somebody did not do benchmarks and tangible results. Somebody did some research and said, well, let's just pull this, because when you got to do the eggs, you got to take it out now and you got to mix. And they needed to be seen working, but they also needed a whole hour of their life back to them. It's a great sales strategy. That's Instagram before Instagram. Give you the look, the filter of working without working. All right, that's okay.
Yep, that's how Grandma made her cakes, except when she was making 7-Up cake. Yep. Go give me some Dunkin' Hines. Okay.
I bake incredibly. And if I can use one of those instant Dunkin' Hines, I will, because I'm not fit to give you all these baking skills unless it's special. You're not fit to get this baking skills because you want some sweets. Y'all don't understand. If you're the one in the kitchen, you get it. All right. Back to Tracy's feet while she's in the classroom. All right. So in order for her to sell feet, this is why this example is so effective. Because one, y'all don't want to do it. You're disgusted by it, or you secretly like it, and you ain't supposed to get it. And here's why this is so effective, Adonia. Because if you can tell me how to sell you something you're not supposed to have, you can sell anything. Oh, Antonio must be making sense today. Is that what it is? So let's keep going. We got discrete, please put that down, Grace. Discrete billing. What it look like that someone buy from Humor Consultants $75,000 3-day coaching.
Is this adding on to the 5 things? Like what's needed to get your first customer?
Man,
So discrete billing.
I never said it was 5.
Well, that's
yes, it is
so far
on.
is what you
yes. Anyway, Phyllis Sousa charged $75,000 for 3 days. And when you swipe your card, the receipt actually says 3-day comfort, $75,000. That's dumb. That makes no sense. You know why it don't make no sense, Tracy? Because all couples don't grow together. I'll wait. And now Tracy's husband or boyfriend or something then saw her spend $75,000 of their money to get better with that man. Come on, ladies, help me out. Don't fool me now. Don't fool me. Y'all got this problem with ATS. Why you always logging into that? Come on now. And that's free. I dare you pay $75,000 and keep showing up and telling them what I say in the house. So the receipt should probably say Humor Consultants or Shriners Burn Hospital. I don't know. The point is, it shouldn't say for 72 hours. Even Adonia said that's a very interesting thought. Yeah, it is. It is. It is. You're not gonna. You don't charge $100,000 for writing services. You charge $100,000 for marketing. No, you charge $100,000 for internet supremacy and concierge. Because the written word is what's on the internet. That's what she's charging $100,000 for the concierge, the platinum concierge package. Not, I wrote a blog for you. Because I don't care how much Prophet Jerry is doing. He can be in full tongues. You let him see $100,000 for an article. Baby, we need to talk. I'm gonna start cussing like Antonio.
Oh, Jesus.
All right, dear. All right. Let's back to Tracy feet, Grace. How does Tracy sell Antonio? Come on, y'all participate. How does Tracy sell Antonio her feet when Antonio shouldn't be doing it? Tracy's got to have a site, don't she? And you know one of the most powerful ways Tracy can make money? We do this today. Y'all just don't know it. There are companies that help battered and abused women. There are companies that help battered and abused women. And these battered and abused women have this little button on the top of the website to where they get all the help. But as soon as someone comes, they can click this button and it goes to something like fashion or something. So imagine Tracy's website having all her feet and stuff, walking on giraffes. And there's a button that make it look like I'm looking for tools, hammers and nails. You know how much money, how much extra money you'll make if you had that one option?
Discretion.
What'd you say, Deanna?
Discretion.
There you go. Discretion. Think about that. You don't have to like what I'm saying, but it don't stop the fact that these folk are selling better than you. So we got to at least do a case study.
And not just discretion, but with any product, some type of security. That's where
that's where I was going.
That's where what they call those things? Y'all give me a second. I'm gonna think of it. With people, the ratings, the reviews,
5-star reviews.
Yeah, it was not coming out. That's where your reviews come in at.
Speaking of shameless plug, hey, if you want 5-star reviews, come holler at me. I can help hook you up to get some more 5-star reviews for your company and or service. Yeah. I'm just saying.
Yeah, so discretion and then security, and you can offer them security that this product will work by the reviews that you have. If you have 100 people saying, oh, this is great, that gives them a sense of security in, okay, I can purchase this and not feel like I got screwed over.
Yeah, see, this is why it's so difficult to talk to religious folks, because y'all so rigid-minded. Try to help yourself, because everything that was typed down could bless your whole church, bless your whole non-profit organization. Let me give you a great example. We'll just sit right here with discretion. That's not the point I was pushing. What I was pushing was getting rid of buyer's remorse. See, we all got a fetish for something, whatever that may be. Could be for winning, could be, I know people that do teeth check before they look at your teeth before they look at your body. Who know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Oh, okay, all right. And Shelly was like, you damn right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. They do teeth check first. That's a fetish in itself. Anybody trying to smell no cavities getting close to you. I understand. I completely understand. You get rid of buyer's remorse, when I got a button that provides me security. You get rid of buyer's remorse when your billing comes to me and it looks like a regular monthly bill. You get rid of buyer's remorse when you tell me tithes is not my responsibility, but my opportunity to be blessed.
Watch it.
All of this is getting rid of buyer's remorse. Damn, I was having a good time in church till I passed that offering around. Oh, was that? So y'all gonna pretend
You right. You right.
ain't never felt
You
that
right.
way.
No, you talking true, especially when I don't have no cash on me.
That's the only time this is the time I'm talking about. When you
Or-
don't have money.
Yeah.
How many of you have missed church because you did not have money to put in the basket? Come on, I want to hear from you. Now I want to hear from all y'all because y'all.
I have.
I don't want to go to church without money and people look at me funny because I ain't even reached in my purse and pulled out money to put in the offering plate. So I'm gonna stay myself at home.
So trained for this, Tracy, that every time I say, all right, donation time, y'all, we get donation, I always say, Grace would always say, you've been around long enough.
Yeah, because he was talking to all of y'all, but he was really talking to me when he said this. If you do not have it, hey, don't freak out. It's just not your time to give. It'll be your turn, just not this time. So don't feel bad.
I understand you give us.
Yeah, he was talking to me too.
What you feel say, Deanna, that helped?
That helps when you hear some, because we're so, and I'm saying this across the spectrum, not just for church people. We are so conditioned to do certain things that when we can't do it, we feel bad about it, and it makes us not want to do it.
No, so it makes you not come back no more. This is what I'm.
Yes.
God dog it.
So if you saying that, it gives me peace to know that, okay, this is a place where I can come and they're not going to make me feel bad about not being able to give my tithes or put something in the offering plate.
My friends, she's absolutely right. If I tell you, hey, it is perfectly fine, Tracy, you don't have any money, I'm still glad you're here. Don't even worry about it. There's so many other people. It ain't your time yet. You're not broke. It's not your time to be the blessing like the way you want to be. Why? Why am I doing that? Because I understand that it's only like 19% of givers out here. So I'm trying to protect the 81% of the people who can't. Because if I only cater to the 19%, if I only cater to Adonia, and Phil, and Susan, and Jerome, I'm only going to be left with Adonia, Phil, Susan, and Jerome. So I'm getting rid of buyer's remorse. Man, you taught us so much, Antonio. Thank you so much. All right, it's time to give now, y'all. We got to give to the inmates or give to something, or somebody here needs our help. Man, I ain't going to be going back there again. And you're not even mad at me. I triggered you. So can we make some sense of this conversation? Because I'm really not doing anything inappropriate. So if you can just open your mind just a little bit, just a wee bit, just a wee bit. That's stopping buyer's remorse. I would argue, because I do it, every level of your company, Adonia, should address buyer's remorse, period. As soon as I buy from Adonia, I'm immediately regret it. It's got nothing to do with her. I'm broke. And then, not only am I broke, you know what's worse than being broke? Can I tell you what's worse than being broke? Having money, but always spending it, but never doing nothing with it. Who know what I'm talking about? Who's got 19 books on your shelf you still ain't read? Come on, help me somebody.
Sir,
get out of my house. Get out of my house.
Ain't nobody asked you to be all up in people's business this morning. Just because I got books I ain't read, it don't mean nothing.
Okay.
All right?
He don't know us.
And how many of y'all go to a conference and you say, I'm not buying shit. I'm not buying it because I know I ain't gonna do nothing with it. Like before you got there, You
Antonio,
already decided what you
ain't
were not
nobody
gonna do.
asked you to be in a business this morning, okay? Ain't nobody asked you to do that.
Okay.
Just
Satisfaction.
because I'm not
Mhm.
gonna buy nothing and I end up buying something because I get all swept away, and then at the end of that purchase, I have buyer's remorse because I knew I shouldn't have been
That's
buying
right.
it in the beginning. Don't mean you
I
gotta be
ain't gonna
about
do
business
nothing with
this
it.
morning.
I ain't even got
Tell 'em,
time for
D.
this program.
Tell 'em,
Look,
D.
look. Yeah, I ain't got time for this program. Like Shelly was like, "Can we do the video games?" And came back to me the next. I was like, "You sure I can do this?" And tell her, I was like, "Yes, you can, Shelly." And she been there. She, you know what I'm saying, but it wasn't even her. It was like my job is that, and I ain't 30 no more. You think I can hang in there? I was like, "Yes, ma'am, you can hang." Like following your dreams creates buyer's remorse.
Facts.
It just does. Remember, I showed y'all last week, like Friday, you're risking the first 4 on the Maslow hierarchy of needs. All of them gone. Done. Ain't no need, security, relationship. Do fool around, follow your dreams and see if it don't affect your relationship. That's why half y'all single right now. Because you tired of explaining yourself to folk. Anyway.
The thing, sometimes the interesting thing is when you have two people that are married and following their dreams, but it is not draining. It's more of a push to each and every one. But it's been some decisions that that have had to be made because we're betting even more so on Jay on his book because that's what's out right now. And so some of the things that I'm doing is not really necessarily taking a back seat, but I'm still actively doing it, but the emphasis is going more towards Jay because his book needs to roll out even more. So it's quite interesting the decisions we've had to make in our household because it's like, okay, I got an opportunity to do this plan or whatever. Somebody was saying, well, you could do, this monthly. And I'm like, okay, but I'm like, you know what, this needs to drop, and what Jay's doing needs to go forth even more because when whatever something hits the account for his book, then it blesses both of us. A
Girl, I ought
blessing
to
for him is a
dedicate the rest
blessing
of
for
this.
me. A blessing for me is a blessing for him. So
I ought to dedicate the rest of the year to this, what you said right now. You understand? It's that important.
I'm just like, hey, Renee, the book, everything that I wanted to do is not necessarily taking a back seat, but it needs to kind of go back maybe a step because my husband his book needs to be everywhere. And if I have the strength and to be able to help him to do it, then that means I need to push and do it. But we're both doing our own dreams in different ways, but it's a blessing because we're both like, okay, keep going. But my husband's book is what we need to really, really focus. I'm still going to do the writing, but my husband's book is what is extremely important, and it's a right now present.
Let me help you. Let me help you.
Thing right now.
Help you.
So
go ahead, Phil, and then I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna put my weight on this here.
Renee, did you use your writing skills to help him write that book?
Actually, I didn't. This was before I started doing ghostwriting. Yeah, actually, I didn't.
Oh, okay. I thought if you did, then we could kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Yeah, I didn't. I wasn't. Yeah, he was working with ATS before I came on. So yeah, he had already started his book before I even came on with ATS.
Deanna, get around here and cut that camera.
And just do the second edition, and that way you can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. My writing is in this book.
True. Yeah.
No.
Or write the next chapter about you doing it together. That's what Susan and I are doing right now.
Because he's wanting to do another book, and I know that's something that I can help him to do.
Yeah, that would be your guy's story.
Ma'am,
yes.
Receive what he's saying. Please.
Yes,
Please.
yes,
That's
sir.
one of the moments,
Hey,
Phil. Say
Renee,
something.
you can write reviews too. You're a writer, so you can write the reviews that people are going to see. That is then going to push the book because of the way you wrote about whatever you know.
Well, that's also facts. Receive that. Adrian is on it. Here's the deal. Y'all sneaky. Y'all are sneaky. Y'all gonna hide behind Renee. She said a lot more than what she said. Allow me, Renee. Okay. Here we go. Yes, satisfaction guaranteed, Adonia, is part of that buyer's remorse. And we're going to address what Renee said with satisfaction guaranteed. Phil and Adrian are right. I couldn't be more right if I tried to be. They were the rightest of right. You're right. But listen to what she said. One person in the family is forcing the other person in the family, come on, Stradivari gets it, not to succeed. And you want to sit up here and act like that don't happen.
Ooh.
Say that one more time.
One person in the family is forcing the other person in the family not to succeed. How hard can I walk here? I need somebody. Stradivari,
ahead.
we're gonna give you permission. You tell you.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest to you. I didn't like the whole situation or how you even brought it out to us, because technically it just seems like, it's not about the us thing. It was all about him. So technically, if it's a we thing, you still got to have fun with doing what you're already enjoying yourself and liking yourself doing. If you like what you do, don't take a back seat. Add on, just be an add to yourself. Don't try to negate what you're already doing. Don't push yourself back. You already doing some things successfully. Stick to it. Don't sidetrack yourself. The book's gonna speak for itself. You
This
just
is
have to
all
do
facts.
the rest for your speaking.
This is all facts, but don't say nothing, Renee, because you ain't doing nothing wrong. Deanna, unmute your mic. If Renee continues, or anybody here continues,
Your marriage gonna die.
okay, then thank you so much. The punchline
Let
is
me
tell them why.
so,
No, tell them why.
let me go into detail for her. The reason being is right now you are excited about helping him. Right now, in your mind, his book is as you said, the one that's the one we're focusing on. This has the most possibilities, but eventually you're going to build resentment towards him for that. Because you're going to pass up on opportunities that in your head you justified they were worth passing up because and you actually just said it, there's this monthly thing, but then I was like, should I do it because this over here? But if you have a husband, which we've all heard both of you say, that pushed you to do what you're doing, that supports you in what you're doing, then he's not going to mind you doing that. But in your mind, because there is a definition of the type of wife you should be. In your mind, you're supposed to put what you're doing on the back burner for him, but all you're going to do is build up resentment towards him, and eventually what is in you will come out of you, and that resentment will come out and your marriage will suffer.
Okay, stop, pause. Deanna, how you know this? Wrench around and wrench it off.
Shit, I did it just a few days ago.
Can we talk? Who was that? It was that Barbara Streisand saying, "Can we talk?" Who did that? Who was that? Who was that? That lady that said, "Can we talk?" Where's the beef? That's a different one. That's the 80s. The lady, y'all remember that? Where's the beef? Got tripping. All right.
That's Joan Rivers.
Joan Rivers. That's what. Can we talk? You're right. All right. Here we go. A couple days ago. See, y'all not finna like this. You're not about to like this. You're not about to like this. But I'm gonna do it anyway. Okay. You're not about to like it. Can we just agree you're not about to like it? Okay, good. I say that's a whole lot of white supremacy up in you. Know what you're talking about.
She giving you that Jada Smith look.
Well, I ain't got nothing to do with that. I said, look, the black woman fights against the black man and vice versa. And we end up being the only culture in which the significant others, I don't care if you're gay or straight, compete with one another. I said, let me ask you a question. And I went through this whole serious thing, but let me just take you out through it. If you see a black couple on TV, are they well? Or are they fighting? Even if it's jovial fighting. You don't get to see the Cosbys. That's not what you get to see. You get to see the competition. And it's in your books. It's in your stories. And here's the deal. Never would you see another culture. They say, hey, let's do a movie about Egypt. Yes. Hollywood's like, good. Let's put these white folk up there. And you go, all right, then let's do a movie about Spain. Say less. Let's do a movie about Germany. Got it. Let's do a movie about Africa. Hell no. What are you doing? We can't do that. The idea here is all of you women, from the white woman needing 2 eggs to feel whole, all the way to Renee needing, and your exact words, and I heard you, your exact words were, because this is what we got going right now. I heard that. It was loud and clear. All of that means one thing: you're programmed. And I told Adonia this here on about a business conversation this weekend. Hey, we all programmed. What we gonna do with it? Deanna's right. You will resent your husband and it will come out. But again, this is one of them times Phil gave the right answer and y'all go, okay, you're right. You motor scooters need to listen to Phil more. Say, all right, well, you can't do book 2. He don't want you to do that. What's wrong with you writing every episode of the podcast? Now, when you promote the book, you're promoting the podcast, which means you're promoting your writing company. Same energy, cuz. Same energy. Me and Phil do this for a living, by the way. Susan already had this answer 15 minutes ago. Just is what it is. This is nothing for you. But here's the deal. This is where the white supremacy part come in at. And then you say, hey, I see this coming. And so Phil goes, hey, baby, you know what I think we should do? I think we should have you take over the podcast area part. Or we should have you take over this or do that. And then you go, what do you do, Dion? What you in general? You can say what you did, but you can do you in general, not you, but you in general. When the man suggests way before it happens, oh yeah, you know what? You should do this thing here. What happens?
But I don't want to do it because now you're making it feel like a job.
So it's damned if I do and damned if I don't. So essentially what you said is, so if Prophet Jerry tells Renee, baby, go ahead and take over the podcast, do this, then Renee, who is programmed to fight, is going to say, but you ain't let me work on my stuff. When the whole time that is working on your stuff.
That's tight. Uh-huh.
Do you understand? But we're programmed to fight. So if now this crosses culture and this is gender now. If the dominant personality you don't have to be male or female. This is dominant. If I tell Adonia what to do, I have told Adonia what to do. And I have now triggered whatever telling her what to do has brought to the table. Yeah, I don't want you want to act like so everybody here humble now. Is that what it is? Ain't nobody, there are no such thing as marital problems. There are no such thing as relationship problems. There are only character problems that bubble up in a relationship. That is all. There's no such thing as a relationship problem. They don't exist. Character problems exist. So when Antonio says, all right, Grace, I think you should.
Interrupt for 1
Yes,
minute?
ma'am. Go ahead. Uh-oh, hold on. My bad. I'm muting your mic.
That is a revelation for me. Because when y'all was saying this, I'm like, okay. And as soon as my ex-husband used to say this, that, I'm like, I ain't doing that. I do what I want to do. And I don't care what you say. You know, this my money, this, and this. And I'll be like, I don't know where it come from, but it's automatic that I just get hateful. And I'll be like, don't be trying to tell me what to do with my money. And that is, that's just a revelation for me. Thank you. Thank you.
You're so welcome. You're so welcome. Come on, y'all clap. Y'all clap. Y'all clap. Y'all clap.
Woo!
Clap. And equally, Deanna has had same revelations and has done a good job. Because Deanna, who could tell you what to do?
Not one damn person.
Okay, then that's about right. That's all right. That's about right. And who gonna change that?
Nobody.
Okay. Same answer. Not one damn person. Same answer. Same energy. Same answer. But you are changing.
Yes.
Congratulations. Y'all go ahead and clap for her too with her crazy ass.
Woo!
There you go.
I'm not crazy. I'm just
Tell them what you do.
I'm just a fixed earth sign.
Is that what it is? That's a Taurus. Is that what it is? Fixed earth. Tell them what you're doing right now. Tell them what you worked on yesterday. And tell them what you're working on now.
Okay.
Listen to this
first
shit,
off,
Phil. Listen to this.
First off, let me just say, y'all were on the call when Antonio said, yeah, you're a CEO of a tech company. I was like, in my head, I had to work through it.
You said out loud too.
Because I told Grace afterwards, I was like, that's the first time I like verbally said it. So I had to work, you know how you have to work through your revelation inside because it hit you a certain kind of way. You'd be like, no, that ain't really what I'm trying to. Oh, but long story short, yesterday I worked on my media company, which is called Umbato Media. I've actually had it for a while. I came up with the name years ago and never did anything with it.
Pause. Came up with the name, and what did I do? Watch this here, y'all. This shit's so dumb. What I do?
I don't even remember.
I was like, hey, well, you need a graphic, then, don't you?
Oh yeah. And he helped me with my logo. Oh, y'all want to see my logo? It's so cute. Hold on, I'm gonna do it real quick.
Create the logo and animation.
Yes, logo and animation.
Got in trouble.
You didn't get in trouble for that because you asked. You was like, hey, you tell me what you want and I'll make it happen. And I was like, okay.
Why did I eventually get in trouble? Because I need to stay out your business.
You didn't get in trouble with Umbato Media.
I did so.
I was gonna say, all you gotta do is keep suggesting shit that ain't really on the market yet. Like, what are you talking about? Like, now your brain is moving faster than my damn brain. Now you just took something that I'm going to go with, and now you done put all this on it, and that's not where I was going.
That's it
right there. I was going.
That's it right there.
I'm just sitting back here being quiet because, you know, I have a thing. I have walked away from the whole relationship because somebody told me you just need to study more. Listen, bitch, I'm not studying shit. If I can't get it right here, I'm not doing it. Well, now I'm listening to Antonio and he's oh, really? Well, then I think you need to stay the fuck away from Antonio then, because I am doing what I need to do. So, but that's what happens though.
That's
you got
what
people
happens.
that start to, and then they start to live in your experience, and then they want to add 2 cents, but we ain't asked for the two. Like just
Okay,
keep the
and
half of
that's
it.
important. That's
Keep the half
important.
of it.
No,
What
Don't
you
help
say,
me
everything
too
Adrian?
much.
I
Adrian
love
is
you.
saying is
I
Don't
love
rock
help me
you, Miss
too much,
Adrian.
bro.
solid. No, everything
I
Adrian
love
is
you,
saying
Miss
is
Adrian.
rock solid.
It
The
is. It is.
problem
Like I
is,
didn't ask you, can I get to that on my own? Like
Mhm.
I'm not even there yet. Can I get to that on my own? And then when I get to that point, I'll be like, okay, now that I'm here,
but
okay, let's work
wait,
this
hold
out.
on, pause. But this is what I had to say. This is what I had to tell Deanna. Y'all not gonna like this. This is what I had to tell Deanna. You're right, Adrian. You're right, Deanna. You wanted me to wait to tell you when you got there anyway, where I had suggested. But I want you to pay attention that you dropped me quickly and put me in check, and then went to the white man's Zoom. I love you, baby. Then I did say if I told you this here.
Yes, you did.
Went to white man's Amazon. I love you, baby. Went to white man's social media. I sure love you. Oh, y'all don't want to hear me. Took the white man's dollar. On. And I said, you went to 17 different white men and said, thank you so much. And told me, shut the hell up. That's the real problem. That's the real problem, because we're all programmed. We're all programmed. Now, what you gonna do with it? Because while you telling me just stay out of my business, you ain't telling that to the social media you try to learn. Help me, somebody. This is all facts. You ain't got to like it, Grace. In fairness, I said 10 minutes ago, y'all not gonna like this. I did say this. Then you went and tried to rank high on Google. You went to 17 different white billionaires. Told Jerome, shut the hell up. And it's only our culture. Because we see it on TV, we hear it in the radios, we do all this, we do all that. Do you like it? No. I'm not asking you if you like it. I'm not asking you to agree. I'm telling you that as a species, humans, because there is no such thing as race, you're just ignorant. Humans, anybody close to us, we don't like listening to. I'll push that further. As a male gender, which actually does exist, as a gender, Grace, y'all leave us, go ask everybody else for help, then come back to us when we don't know what to do, or come back to us when we do know what to do, because that's the role of the man. The role of the man that you close to, or the alpha or the dominant figure that you close to is, I'll come back to you when everything's falling apart. This is human nature. Here's the deal, Jerome. It ain't gonna change. It ain't supposed to change. It's what we're here to ascend past. So why would it change? If it changed, you can't ascend. Deanna, tell them what you're doing.
Okay, I'm gonna share my screen. So, all right. So this is what I built yesterday for Umvado Media. I am building not only the website, but I'm building the application for Umvado Media. So this is the registration form. There's no aesthetics to it. This is the how it looked before the pretty stuff go up, all of the background stuff.
We haven't did the CSS yet.
Yeah.
Haven't did the CSS. What she's creating, let me explain and you pick back up. It's a platform as a service.
Yes.
She's creating Apple. She's creating Spotify. You're not paying. And she's doing it through her own code.
Yes.
You're not listening.
Oh Lord, y'all, let me tell
That's
you.
deep. That's deep.
I'm gonna give
I'm
you
just saying
something
that's
that-
deep.
Y'all
That's a
see this
beautiful
little,
thing.
Girl.
I
y'all
know
see
you've
this
been
little
working on
corner?
that code thing, so that's good. Keep working on it.
Thank
No,
you.
well,
Y'all
here's
see
the
that
deal.
corner? That's because we coding today. That corner is drinks and
That's her
snacks,
snack
so
pack.
I don't get up.
How many hours did you do yesterday?
Oh,
Because I said, if we gonna do this, I asked one thing. It's just my work schedule. The rest is up to you I say the rest is up to you. I listen. I ain't got no say. I will only speak when you ask a question. This is what Adrian was saying, and Adrian was right. I'm not telling you Adrian was not right. Is this correct? Is this correct, Hannah?
Yes,
Is that what I did?
Laughing at Grace because she saw what I was doing.
Okay, but is that what I did?
Yes, that is what you did.
So when she's done, Shelly, that 100% code is hers. Am I like CEO, CFO, C no? Any of that? Any partner?
Oh, you asked me. Oh, no, sir.
Uh-huh. Ain't asked to be in it, don't want to be in it. But when she's done, she will have a full platform as a service to where y'all can upload your own podcast with her own algorithm that she invented. Y'all not see if it was
I got a question.
Yep.
It's good. It sounds good. But if she was to use your brain, wouldn't what she have be, I don't want to say better.
It would be better. And I have her using my brain just in a different way. I found the way.
Okay.
I'm just a little puppy.
No, because sometimes, you know, how we want to do it ourselves. And then it's like, you know, we believe that what we have is the best. But the truth of the matter is, when we get the outside help and we can receive the outside help, see, because the difference is we need to receive the outside help. Because you know how most times people that are real close to you, they tell you something and then you can't hear it. But then somebody that you don't really know says half of the shit that the person just said, and then you want to run back real fast and be excited, like, guess what they told me? And you're thinking, I told you that in the very beginning.
There's a whole name for that. It's called third-party validation.
Okay, well, I just was asking because you know, Deanna, I know you know you your own brain anyway. But that man there, he got a brain. Like, tell him write it down or something. Tell him write that shit down, give me notes, and just let me go through your notes. And I ask a question when I need to. But yeah, you need that brain.
That's it. She's no. She's doing that. At least a strong version of that. My job is to shut the hell up and say yes, ma'am. You understand? And she's doing her thing because her example is I want to be your greatest student. Yes, that's what you said. And you want people to see that. All right.
And it's hard to, okay, y'all, because everything Miss Adrian just said was perfect. Is perfect.
Everything everybody said has been perfect.
It has been perfect. He is the greatest mind. That's why he is my teacher. Like, I need y'all to understand something. Don't nobody teach me.
You are ignorant.
No, I need y'all to understand something. Nobody has taught me anything since high school. Everything I know.
Don't feel bad, Deanna. That's why I log in every morning and listen to him too, because I can't hear nobody else but this sucker. Like Gary V, all of them, they're great, but I can't hear anything that they say. So I agree with you on that.
Yeah, so Antonio is my only teacher. Like, I get, you know how you get little tidbits from here and there. It's like, oh, okay. But if he don't confirm it, I'm be like, okay, whatever. He is my only teacher. So I want to be able to take what he has taught me and build something from that. And then like Miss Adrian said, okay, now that I'm taking what you're teaching me and I'm building it, all right? Everything you taught me thus far that I've received, I've built it. I'm at a point where it's like, okay, I built it. This don't look like, so what the hell do I do next? I need you to teach me on the next part.
And you know, here's the cool thing though, because I already have to build mine. So let's make this clear and defend. I'm already building the social media, and this week I'm building the audio part of it. I'm building the audio part of it. So I suggested, well, hey, I got to build. No, I think she suggested, I got to build, let me build with you. If I'm not mistaken, she suggested it. So that's what's happening.
No. Let me give you credit. Let me give you credit. No, it was your suggestion.
There you go. So I'm building. Now I'm going to be done this week.
Oh, Lord.
One way or the other. Because I got to start the TV side of Arlenbrook later this week. I got February 1st. You understand?
Pray for
I
me.
got the February 1st, Grace.
Deanna.
So I'm trying to be done by Wednesday. Go ahead, Jerome.
Deanna.
Yes, sir.
It don't matter. If when everything is said and done, if your stuff ain't right, we gonna blame Antonio. So you ain't got nothing to worry about.
Facts.
Hello.
That's a good job.
See?
That's a wise man. That's a wise man. That's a wise man. Come back here, Renee. That's a wise man. So check it out. So she's killing it. By the time she's done, probably about Thursday, it's gonna have the look and feel of Spotify or SoundCloud, something like that, and work the same way. So she is not, and I know Adonia fit to love this. She's not building. Every time she told her dad, I'm building a website. I said, if you don't stop saying that, that's what she's doing. She's building a platform as a service. You can pass this platform as a service down to your kids. You don't pass websites down to your kids. Here's son, here's WordPress. No, you do right. That. No, well, no. You can pass this down to your son. You understand what I'm saying, Jerome? You don't build it. No, there's no plugins. It's all code. It's all her. All code, all her. But the crazy thing is, I suggested this how long ago?
Oh, how long ago was it? Actually, when I actually verbalized to you what Umbato Media was, because I didn't even want to name it Umbato. It was just Umbato. I didn't want to put media on it because I wasn't there yet. I was trying to do all that.
See, this is why I should have listened to Adrian. See,
I just wanted something
why
cute
I messed up, Adrian.
on my podcast covers. I just wanted something cute on my podcast covers. And here go Antonio, because this fool see 100 years down the road.
That's what me and Susan's problem. It's me and Susan's problem.
He was like, well, I'm trying to tell you 100 years down the line, this is what it's going to look like. So you might as well go ahead and get it started now. And in my head, I'm like, no, that's not what it's for. I ain't there yet. Stop trying to push me. I don't want to go that far. That's not where I'm at. Can I just do this part first? Can I get
That's why I should have listened to Adrian. You see it, Grace? That's why I should listen to Adrian. Kept my mouth shut and stopped trying to say. And it wouldn't push. I was like, hey, no, that's a media company. And Spirit of Excellence, you might as well do it now because you right. And here's the thing. One moment. Do you need stop Siri? Ain't nobody talking to you. Sorry.
Well, stay paying attention to what you're saying.
You understand? Yeah, and all that stuff like this. So here's the deal. If you don't do what Phil said, once again, Grace, there's that rightness that Phil has. Write a 2.0. Now y'all both selling the same product, which is y'all product. Or produce the podcast, or do skits about the book and write those. Either way, combine efforts. The problem is, though, Shelley, when we say combine, and this is not a gender thing, if Adonia says combine efforts, and if I got character issues, I ain't trying to hear nothing Adonia saying. Because she got me messed up. Ain't no woman gonna tell me what to do. Come on now. Don't act like we don't talk like that. Don't act like we don't talk like that. I'm the man. I'm not gonna tell you, you're not gonna run me. Stay in your place. Get rid of your penis. Ain't that what they was that too tough? Because that's exactly
they try.
Okay, thank you so much. I'll fit say this. We say this. We say this.
That
we
alpha
do
male that gotta tell somebody he's an alpha male. That really ain't no damn alpha male, but okay.
There you go. There you go. So you understand. So Donnie is saying we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this, and do this, and then there it is. There it is. So the only same thing I told Adonia, same thing I told Deanna. I said, I got you. Just one condition I have. My work schedule.
Oh, Lord Jesus. Again,
My work schedule.
that's why this corner look like it look, because I'm on his work schedule.
I'm pushing Adonia way too fast. Adonia, you want to go ahead and tell them how much you got accomplished? Way too fast. It's wrong. It's just out of line. It's way too fast. My work schedule. Anybody got time for your work schedule, Grace? My work schedule. Deanna coded 12 hours yesterday. 12 hours. She thought
Lord.
yesterday was Monday.
Woo!
On a Sunday. I don't give a damn.
Look, let me
On
see.
a Sunday, girl,
This right
go
here.
through it.
Wait, where I put it? Where the hell did I just put it? This right here, y'all. This right here. That right here.
That's about 1,000 lines of code.
Yeah, that's more than what you think that is.
Yes,
Because
about 1,000 lines of code.
this is a code. This is a code. To have it spaced like this is a code. This is the name inside is a code. The box is a code. The button is a code. The word inside the button is a code. And the color is a code. Every aspect of this is individual code. When I tell y'all, look, I'm tired.
And then it's in PHP. She didn't know
It's
nothing
in
about
PH. I
PHP.
don't know that. I'm speaking Spanish. I'm
It's in
speaking
PHP.
Spanish, French, Russian, what other
And then
dialect?
Stradivari. Here's the crazy part. It's got algorithms all in it. So if you try to like put an email that's not an email, it'll check it, throw that out there. Can't
Oh
do
yeah,
that.
I forgot that part.
All sorts of stuff. Yeah, it's got algorithms all up in it. It's got algorithms all up in it. So the deal is,
Yeah, I tried to do something, and Antonio was like, no, because there's some secret backdoor hidden stuff. I was like, well, I'm kind of designing it after Spotify. Can't we just go? Because he taught me how you can go and pull up the code for a web page. Like if you're on a certain page, you can go for. I said, can't we just go copy that? He was like, no, because they got certain things with index stuff that you can't copy. It's not gonna work. It's gonna break.
and I also not letting her do that, Jerome, because it's hers. And what's going to happen is once you start getting customers and something break, she's not going to know how to fix it.
True. Because he even taught me how to go in, like when you get to a certain point, how to put in a note in that area that it doesn't pop up on the actual site itself. So that way you can know where to go. So if I'm going through, let's say I have an issue with the login page, the code on the login page, he taught me how you can go in there and put, this is the login part. This is the registration. So let's say somebody is having issues playing their video. Well, I have over 10,000, 20,000, it's going to be more than that, but I'm just giving 20,000 lines of code. It's going to take a long time to go to each line to see, but he taught me how you can go in and you can like do this little dash thingy and you can make a note of what this is. So I can put, starting here is the code for the video plays. So if a person's like, well, I'm having issue with my video, I can go in there and that I can scroll through, go to that note and be like, okay, so all the code from here, from this line to this line has to do with video. So let me search up in here and see, like he even taught me that. I learned a lot yesterday. My polar brain was like, wait, I had my adrenaline was pumping. I had a few moments where I broke out in the hot sweats. I didn't tell him that part, but
I told y'all I'm not available all month. That's because I'm coding 16-hour days. I'm not here. I do not exist. I do not exist. I'm not here. And I just told myself last week or something like that, I'm gonna do it all the way. I'm gonna do the whole year. All year, I'm doing nothing but code 16-hour days all year. This year is dead to me. It's dead. It's just is what it is. But here's the deal. This is what I told Grace or Deanna. I'm gonna tell y'all all year. If I do anything that does not make me $100 billion, then I have failed. So the only thing, my 16-hour days are only programming the things that's going to give Phil and Susan $1 million base salaries. You understand? That's it. I ain't doing nothing. I ain't having no other conversation. That is all I'm doing. 16-hour days. So I said my work schedule. She knows how I work, but she didn't understand how I work.
No, I didn't.
Ain't no eating. Go on, press pause, get up, go and eat, keep your phone right here, squeeze that restroom out real quick, come on back. You ain't even got to wipe. We don't know. You see you wipe later. Yeah, I'm just saying. We get to do this now.
Oh,
Yep, go ahead.
So what I want everyone to know is this still puts me on track for my February 1st.
Right.
And it's going to be a soft launch, but I want everyone.
No, you're going to have a hard lunch. I seriously
Well, I
doubt
mean,
you
for the whole aspect. Yeah, it's a soft launch.
Yeah, it's definitely not a beta lunch.
No, it's not a beta launch. It's a soft launch, but I want everyone to know this falls into this part right here. The podcast aspect of what he wants us to do. So I want everyone to be okay and be comfortable with you possibly having to launch other aspects on top of what you're doing, because I was just going to do a podcast, but in the process of doing that, I have like 5 other podcasts that I'm doing. So this adds this, even though this is a part of my February 1st launch, I ended up having to build out another aspect of what I'm doing because it's a part of my February 1st launch. So I want everyone to know, don't be afraid to build in addition to what you're doing for February 1st, because it's all a part of, if I do this one thing, it'll drastically change my life. Well, it's already started for me. You know, I have half of my outline done for my book. Melissa has my journal. Now I'm building Umbato Media for the podcast aspect. So, and I have a program. So so I just want everyone to know, do not be afraid to build outside of to enhance what you're already doing, if that makes sense.
It makes plenty of sense. Phil, this is a good time to tell us what we're doing tonight. We're at 5:30 because it fits in there.
You're reading my mind. I was actually chatting Grace. Grace, we doing step 4 tonight? Did we do the first 3 steps?
I believe we did. I was when he said Mr. Phil, I was asking myself, which one are we on?
Yeah, I was chatting it to you right when he was saying that.
Yeah, but it's been since the Christmas break, so it's kind of hard to, yeah.
So I'm trying to get to it. There it is.
It's okay.
Yeah, I believe. No, okay, we've done step. Well, we need to go back. I believe some of the on step 3, some of them were I think 1 or 2 were missing, and Antonio added them. So he said if y'all want to go back to step 3 that you can. It was some of the key lessons that were from Disney, Netflix. That it was missing. It was recorded, it was just missing. And so key lesson for Amazon.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So if you want to, we can start back at step 3, but if not, we're on step 4.
Let's do that. Repetition doesn't hurt.
Okay.
So let's do step 3. We'll start at
Okay.
step 3. For those of you not, this is what we're doing. Sorry, I'm streaming. So we're going through this step by step, and we're fortunate enough to have the author of the book with us as we're doing this. Now, you don't get to do that very often, so this is a real opportunity. So we're going to be starting step 3, which is lessons we learned from Netflix, Disney, Amazon, Masterclass, and wide open niches. So that's what we'll be covering tonight from 5:30. Well, 6:30. What time? 6:30 our time.
Yeah, yes. 6:30.
5:30 your time. But by the way, one of the things I always say to people say, I'd love to do what you do. I say, number 1, keep your day job. Number 2, save all cash. Number 3, join Toastmasters. And number 4, take me to breakfast. The biggest response I get from taking people to breakfast is, Phil, this is the best tip you gave me. When I told you I wanted to speak, what'd you tell me? Speak. Speak. Every opportunity you have, speak. Because number 1, that gives you in front of people. Number 2, you get better. So if you want to get into speaking, if you want speaking to be a revenue stream for you, speak. Now, do you do it for free at first? Yeah. And if you're any good, though, people in that audience will recommend you to their audience. If you want to write, write.
Absolutely. If you're good enough, they'll force you to take their money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. I completely agree. Somebody just asked me how was my trip. So happy and grateful. Come out February 6th. Okay, well, go ahead and say it, Deanna. Say it on the mic. Give Melissa her props.
So happy and grateful launches and the framework journal.
Whose book is that?
Mine.
So humble. See, y'all be putting yourself on the back burner.
See, Renee, I just did it.
Antonio,
I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay. Go.
No, go ahead, Mr. Phil.
I got a story about this so good they'll make you take your money. You want?
Oh yeah, sure do.
I had a guy called Aftermarket Technology. He owned 9 warehouses around the United States that supplied the parts for the Amco transmission stores. Right. So if somebody needed a part, they got it and hit it either be that afternoon, that night. So he called me up and says, Phil, I want you to keynote our conference. I said, fine, where is it? He said, it's in Cancun, Mexico. I said, great. I said, who runs your association? He says, a guy named Bob something. I can't even remember his name. He says, well, I want to talk to Bob, make sure I customize the remark. He says, fine. He says, but we're operating under a time constraint right now. I said, okay. So I said, hi, Phil, this is Phil Sorrentino. George told me to give you a call about keynoting your convention. Do you have a minute? No, I'm in the middle of something. Okay, here's my 800 number. That's how long ago it was. We had 800 numbers. Number 2, I called him the second day, called him the next day. Hey, this is Phil again. Is now a good time? No. Okay. Then I called him on Monday. I said, hi, this is Phil. He said, listen, buddy, if you call me one more time, there's not a small little chance in hell that you're going to speak at my convention. I said, fine, may I respond to that? He said, sure. I said, listen, dude, I don't need to chase anybody. I thought we were under a time constraint, so I was trying to facilitate your needs. I was concerned about your needs. I'm going to now put you in a pod that I call never call again for the rest of my life. Do you have anything to respond to that? He goes, no. They hired me anyway to kick off the convention, $12,500 fee, plus Susan and I a week in Cancun at the Ritz-Carlton. But here's the rest of the story. I stand up. This guy was a control freak, obviously. He stands up and he usually gives the state of the art of the convention when he starts the convention every year. This year, just before he got up, he found out his uncle died, which is his mom's brother, and his mom's in the audience. So he stands up to kick off this convention, 600 people. He stands up and says, guys, I can't give you my opening remarks because something just come up that's really tough and I got to deal with it. Here's our speaker. That was my introduction.
I like that introduction.
Afterwards, this guy came to me and said, Phil, can I talk to you? I said, sure. He said, you can take my name off that pile. Now, was I worth $12,500 for that convention at that particular time? Every nickel.
Every nickel. You took his name off the pile. Welcome to every nickel.
Every nickel, because that convention could have started off at a really bad spot, but because they had a pro in place to take care of the situation that came up at the last minute, they were able to still have a great convention and still keep the spirit that they wanted to keep in there.
Yep.
So that was so good, they made me take their money.
And that is exactly where y'all want to be at. Take my money, Phil. Take my money. Deanna, go ahead and brag on yourself, which is very hard to do. Very hard to do. When you like Adonia and Deanna, you can't brag on yourself. Go ahead.
So happy and grateful. And the framework journal, for those of you who have gotten it digitally, starting off February 6th, you will be able to go in and purchase the actual journal itself.
Congratulations. Good
Congratulations
job.
to you too, Mr. Antonio.
Yes.
So happy and grateful.
Yes.
Comes out February 6th.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Yes. Now let's help Renee out real quick, Deanna.
Yes.
I told you to put out a book a while ago, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
Mm-hmm. And the name of that book was? There's a
Oh,
couple of them.
snap. Okay, hold on.
There's a couple of them, but Framework was one of them.
Framework was one of them.
And you told me what?
No, I'm not a book writer.
Not a book writer. Don't do that. Stop rushing me. Huh?
Yes.
Stop rushing me. And how long ago was that? Was that like 2 weeks ago?
No, that wasn't 2 weeks ago. That was
it even 2 years ago?
no,
That's it, Grace. That's it, Grace.
it was more than 2 years ago.
It was more than 2 years ago. Okay. Renee programmed. Y'all are programmed. Because everything she is doing today, I should have listened to
You told
Adrian.
me I was gonna do, but damn it, Tony, why you just can't let me grow to that?
Told her. So just my voice, just the bass of my voice sounded like a command that made her go, man, I'm not doing nothing you say, right? And then what Miss Bridget said.
It does. It does.
Miss Bridget said, don't tell me what to do with my money.
Basically, your voice does sound like a command. It does. And I'm just saying, I'm gonna tell you right now, it does.
All right, I made some predictions. Look, I just good job. Good job, Deanna. Look here. Remember I told y'all one day, I said in one of these classes that they was going to have robots do court cases.
Yep.
Company Do Not Pay is launching an AI robot chatbot that would negotiate not only your bills, but also speeding tickets. AI to be like a robot lawyer for consumers.
Whoa.
I told y'all.
It's a big deal.
Told you.
See, I told y'all he'd be seeing 100 years into the future.
It's not hard. It's not hard. It's not hard because for one, it's my gift. For two, I'm in the fight. I'm in the fight. And right, invention is the mother of necessity or something like that. Go ahead, Phil.
Are you familiar with Chat GPT? Write it down. Chat, CHAT. G is in George, P is in Paul, T is in Thomas. That's all I'll say.
I see it. Well, it's got some good upside too. That is very smart. That's very smart. Okay. I will keep this tab open. That is all three. That's all three. Disruptive, medical, and tech. That's all three. But sure, fits my check boxes. Also, I predict that Netflix will sell. I can't see how they won't. If I was Microsoft, I'd buy Netflix right now. I would. It makes sense that Netflix would be sold to Disney Plus.
I was about to say.
It makes sense.
Disney would be extremely smart if they bought Netflix.
It makes sense. But Disney won't do what Microsoft would do. Allow me to explain. Microsoft is in the business, just like Disney, of screen time, but a different kind of screen time. That's video games.
I was about to say, if Microsoft buy it, they will probably put an aspect into Netflix where you can stream your video gaming playtime.
That's what I would do for sure. But here's the deal. When you not own your video game, Grace, where would you go? Since you can't fall asleep on your game intentionally, you can't do it by accident.
Oh, I go and yeah.
What you gonna do?
Watch somebody playing the game or watch a movie.
And you're gonna go to and fall asleep to it.
Yeah.
So why not have your whole day and your sleep?
Whoa.
You heard it here first. Antonio predicts that Microsoft will buy Netflix, and I'll give you a price. I think it's going to be for $150 billion. Breaking records. I ain't. When I bust that Gary V split screen, don't say nothing. I bust that Gary V split screen. Told you. I told you. They're gonna break for $150 billion. They weren't the only companies that can afford it. Microsoft. I predict Microsoft will buy Netflix. I predict Netflix will sell. It's still the streaming giant, but if there's ever a time to exit, it would be now. There's ever a time to exit, it would be now. Because at this point, Disney Plus is like China now. China will become the world's #1 economy, and there is nothing you can do about it. There's nothing y'all can do about it because America has 323 million Americans. China has 1.6 billion with a B, no, 1.8 billion with a B citizens. And they have more people on the internet than we have in the whole country.
I was telling my dad yesterday, I was taking him to the bank, deposit church stuff. And we was going to downtown Galveston. And of course, it was Strand and stuff, so people are always there. So it's a lot of people down there walking to different places on their phones, just looking down. I said, Dad, do you know it's either somewhere in either China or Japan where they put lights on the ground?
Yep.
So that now, because people look down so much at their phone, so
traffic lights.
Yeah, they put traffic lights down there so people won't get hit. He said, what? I said, yeah. People looking down so much at the phone.
I think it's in Korea. If I'm not mistaken, it's in South
Okay.
Korea.
Okay.
I'm almost positive. Let me look it up. Okay, I'm positive it's South Korea. South Korea puts. We could do the Google search together. South Korea. In fact, I want to keep this tab open. South Korea. Man, I gotta move my keyboard back. South Korea. No, I don't want no diction. Korea. There we go. Traffic lights on ground. I'm pretty sure it's South Korea. Can't spell ground, but visit South Korea, puts traffic light on the ground. There you go. All right, then. Yep. South Korea. That makes sense. It makes sense if it's South Korea. We know it would be North Korea. And yep, there it is. Traffic lights on the ground.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I didn't share it right. There we go. Oh, I ain't got no sound anyway. But traffic lights on the ground. Look at that. That's incredible.
Wow.
And here's the deal. That's not that. I mean, y'all gonna say because of people on the internet, but that's actually genius. That's what technology does. That's actually genius. That's actually genius. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But anyway, so let's wrap this up. I predict that Disney is going to try to buy Netflix. I personally, if I was Microsoft, I'd be buying Netflix. Why? Because Netflix is taking you away from the video games. Might as well buy what's killing my money.
Can I just say this?
Mm-hmm.
Jump in right quick.
Mm-hmm.
I needed the space that you were just saying a second ago, but I'm gonna say it anyway. This is why those lights in the ground are exactly why I know that my security doors and windows will work. Just saying.
And I believe you. I believe you. I believe you for sure. I want you to think about selling Adonia's feet. As you sell her feet, and I want you to sell them to your grandmother. Now you're selling Adonia's feet to your grandmother. There is a series of steps that you must take that will make that transaction make sense, no matter how much it won't make sense. And your company should be there right now if you are launching February 1st. Your website should be just about figured out. Your product should be just about presentable. You should have flattering visuals for your product. There should be staging for it. And it's so easy to do that. Like you can just go, here's, watch this here, y'all. Here's one of the most incredible ways to stage a product. And hide this menu control right here. Price it. I don't know if it's .com or what. But maybe it's priceit.com. Price it. Place it. That's what it is. Placeit.com. Not price it. Place it. But oh no, that ain't it. Place it. And there we go. Placeit.net. Read my mind next time, Grace. Here is staging. You got your logo, say less. You come here and you can upload your logo right on this lady. And now you got a model for your shirt. Well, I'm in the coffee mugs. That's not a problem. If you don't want the
Now,
watermark.
you know what? I'm so grateful for that. I'm ducking, but I'm so grateful for that. Because you know what? I went to a company to try to get that done to at least see what I would be doing. And the price was so crazy. I was like, I don't even get what's happening.
Yep. Look, I'm
For
finna show
one
you.
cup.
For one cup.
After the delivery fee, the whole cup was like $90 something. I was like, a cup? For a cup?
For a cup.
No. So thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
That just goes to say that I am always moving forward. I'm attempting things. I'm moving. I'm doing something.
Good. No, you're doing good. Watch this here. Watch this here.
Antonio, I got a question.
Holla
Is
at your
this
boy.
one of those sites that when you do, like, they don't charge you until somebody actually buys it?
Oh no, this is just, yes, that's one of them. I would use not this one. This is just for your mock-ups, but the one I use is called Printful. Print and then FUL. Yep.
Okay, that's the one that they don't.
That's the one.
It's like you can have it up there, and then if somebody sees it, that's when the monies and stuff start.
Big fact. Big facts.
Okay.
Yep.
Thanks.
You can use your customers' money to buy your product. You sure can. You sure can. Exactly what I would do. So watch this here. This ain't even hard, Grace. This ain't even hard. Probably got something. I probably need to resize it. We're gonna go with, I think she has, we're gonna type in journal because somebody has a framework journal coming out, huh? Journal mock-ups. Grace, I be out here, man.
I see.
I be out here making stuff work, Grace. Yeah. But here's the deal. If I say something though, Grace, if I say something, you understand, I get in trouble. So I don't say nothing. So all I do.
All right, well, say some more about this because this is Place It, and you said it's a mock-up. Now, what would I do with the mock-up? I would take I would put my logo on it, download it, and then keep the image.
Got you. Let me stop my screen. I got you. Let me share my screen. I'm gonna share my whole desktop. Watch it here. I'm gonna share my whole desktop for you.
Antonio.
Yes, sir.
While you're doing that, did you get to watch the CBS Sunday morning?
I did. As soon as you sent the email.
Did you see they talked about Galveston at the end?
Yeah, yeah.
So for those of you on the call, the CBS morning show was they talked about happiness. There is a young man from Ghana who is autistic, who is a Mozart. He was unbelievable. They got him a piano. They talked about Mark Cuban. They did a whole profile on Mark Cuban, his history, what he did, how he got to where he got. And last they did something on the rising tide, the rising ocean, and what it's doing. And they talked about a huge project in Galveston that they're using. It's the largest project in the next 20 years. So If you just Google CBS Sunday Morning, it was a great show.
Yeah, it sure was. As soon as you sent the email, I saw in your email this. I said, okay, Phil is serious about this. I can tell from the language. I can tell from the language that yeah, he definitely is serious about this here. So y'all see all this stuff on my screen, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Here's her logo. It's a nice logo too. I wonder who did that logo. Oh, you know what? I won't even do
You
that.
did.
I won't even do that. I'll do this. I'll do the mock-up I made already. I wonder. Uh-oh. Too much, Grace. Do better, Grace. So, Adrian, this is what I'm talking about. So this is a mock-up. Because sometimes I like to do a mock-up so you can see what it'll look like in real life. All right, so right here is the mock-up. Now, forget what it looks like. Wait, you know what? Let me do a different one. Because I want to show. There we go. I like this one better. Bam. Resizing it. Getting it done. Bam. Envato Media. Export as JPEG. Bam. I already set it to 300 megapixels. And then we'll just call it Mach 1. Bam. Now that I got it saved, I come back to place it. And I'll upload it from my device. And now it is cropped. Well, see, I did the size so it could crop properly. So I don't have to do this no more. That's why I resized it. Oh, hold on. There we go. Reset. So now it's perfect. I hit crop. And now there's a damn journal, cuz.
Whoop.
Or I come.
No. But now what? Now you got a journal, but it's on this place it thing. How do you?
It is on. Yes, good. That's
So if you
good.
hit download, will that then keep that?
If you hit download, you will. Hold on, I'm looking for. I just realized I could do a real life example.
Yeah, because all this computer stuff is
You looking for that? I can explain it to her.
Yeah, you can explain it and I'm gonna show it. But if you want a real example, which Melissa's already gonna be on top of, but I'm showing everybody else. If you can send me your logo, because I got a bunch of all these things called framework. Okay, that was pretty quickly.
So what you do, Miss Adrian, once you put it on the mock-up, you download the mock-up and you use that as your marketing tool. So let's say for your book, you take the cover of your book, you go in and you choose different environments within Place It, and you put your book cover on there, books within different environments. So what it does, and you use that for marketing, so you can actually, find a mock-up of someone reading a book, and you put your book cover on there. And now when you do, and you download it, and now when you do your marketing pictures of people reading your book.
Right. And I can show you right now to make it, just because I know you're a visual learner, I can show you right now. I'm gonna hide this real quick. All right. So then assuming you downloaded this, okay, you're gonna download it, and then you're gonna go to Printful or something like Printful. And of course, you'll sign in. Guess it's just those two. No, I guess not. Oh, that's a breeze right there. All right. And then you're going to come to your file library and you start uploading your files. See, all these are the files itself, the things. And what you normally do, and then here is your product templates. And instead of you creating a template through them, you already have more diverse templates plus videos and stuff. So you're basically doing this. So your social media page is going to show this lady wearing a shirt. That's where this comes in. See, they're not going to have journals and stuff, but you're going to have this lady do it. But what you'll do is you'll come here, and then I think I saw 750 by 1100. So what I'll do is I'll edit this artboard. I use multiple programming apps, not programming, what you call it, graphic user, GUI, graphical user interface apps. There you go. Now, Tree and Press does this like no other. This just happens to be a marketing example that I am doing for y'all. Please know Tree and Press does this like no other.
Oh, you
Yes.
can, that all that extra black part, that's the back part, so you can stretch it out if you need to.
No, it is stretched now. It's to my dimensions that I need. Let's see the dimensions I need. Is it M or just Smith?
Just Smith.
This program has far better fonts, so I like this one. And we'll go with, you want classy, kitty, what you want?
Whatever font you put, because you are better at picking fonts than I am.
Do you have a preference?
I do not.
Right, so I'm looking for, I can't remember the name of one of the fonts I'm looking for. There's a Dr. Seuss type font or Nickelodeon. I think I'm gonna do Nickelodeon. Do I have it like this? There we go. All right. Bam. Uh-oh. And the text. Bam. Bam. Change it to white. And then here. And then just play a little bit. Color. Match this color. Well, color. Match. This, no. Color. Match this color. Or this one. Nope. I like that one. Bam. Bam. And then just whatever. I think I have Trent's logo here. I do. And then I come here. Nice little flat colors. Keep it kitty. Boom. Maybe like this. I'll just do white. Very small. Boom. Now I come, save this. Blah, one. Oh, no, I don't want to save it. I just want to export it. Export as a JPEG, 300 DPI, and then blah, one. Now that's probably going to be too big, so I want to resize it here. Remove you. Thank you very much. Come here, blah, one. Now Go. Bam, looks good. Export again. Now I'm gonna put framework mockup 1. Now it's official, it's legitimate. Come back to place it. I want to change this whole graphic, remove. Now it's real. Since her book is coming out. Oh, that was the right size. Okay, well, I ain't seen it. Reset. Right. There we go. You pay for this to have this removed because they have the wrong card on file. So Deanna, before you do this, you might want to put the right card on file and this to be removed. And voila, graphic material. Say, oh, and change the background. Okay, you change the background all you want to. Who cares? It's up to you. You're a grown woman. Case in point. Then I'll just download it so y'all can see, yes, 2 ways to purchase. I could buy only this mockup or I could pay for the month. But there you go. Easy. Download this. It's not a problem. Now it's on. That's your foot model stuff. Now, what is that covering? The staging. Now they can see the journal. I've exorcised demons. Did y'all learn something?
Yeah, you did so much more than that. I mean, yeah, thank you. I'm sitting there
Very
like,
welcome.
what? Like, yeah, thanks.
Yep, very welcome. Very welcome. So that's what, and that's basically it. Every step has a step. If you copy and paste this 1 through 8, this conversation was for good stuff. Some of you gonna have a difficult time, like Adonia. Yeah, yes.
I have a question, please. And I say thank you in advance. Please,
You're welcome.
thank you in advance. Can you please send that to me at Lucky Sandra 78 at gmail.com, please, please, so
Sure
that I
can.
can, because I'm working on getting it straight now.
I got you. I got you.
I'm not gonna never stop.
Fair enough. Grace, I'm sending it to you, and you can push it right on over.
All right, and Antonio, before you continue.
Well, I'm done. I'm
Okay.
finna end the call. So go ahead.
I just want to share this with everyone. Melissa posted it in the chat, but I don't know if everyone clicked it.
I downloaded it.
Golden rules for making money. Oh, I'm trying to move this out the way so y'all could. There we go. I don't like this thing. You don't act right.
You the only one that can see what you're talking about. We see the whole thing.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. Okay. Golden rules for making money is coming soon to Walmart and other fine retailers. Antonio T. Smith Jr., Golden Rules for Making Money.
Well, thank you so much.
It's actually already out. This is a mock-up I did for this one, so everyone can understand the marketing with the mock-up.
There you go. Which I said multiple times, not for her sake, but for y'all's sake. Tree Press is already on top of this. This is old news. She learned this in 2002. All right, so this is old news for Melissa. Okay, because that's what she does. You can't be a publisher without mock-ups. Okay, thank you so much, everybody. I mean, that's what it is.
Can I chime in real quick? I have to say this. Melissa is a rock star. I had a conversation with Melissa about something, and as I'm talking, she showed me her talent by just the words that I spoke. Amazing. When I say amazing, I mean amazing. So we have to, no, we don't have to. It's necessary. We're crazy if we don't support her business. It is just dynamite, and so is her brain.
There it is. We got one of the richest communities out here, Tracy. This is
Thank
pretty
you,
easy.
Adonia.
Yes, y'all just have to. Don't you come here February 1st, half stepping. Tracy, February 1st, you should be on tour. February 1st, you should be. Antonio, what would you do if you was Tracy come February 1st? Oh man, I'm glad you asked me that, Tracy. That is, man, let me tell you what I would do, Tracy, since you're asking me what I would do. I find that. Thank you so much for asking me. So let me switch sides now. This is me looking up algorithms. It is social media time. I need good algorithms, search algorithms and stuff. Amazon, I believe, is what they call that website. A little small company. I heard of it. Amazon, a little small company. The Jeff Bezos guy he may make it. He may make it. And then I would go and get field Zoom recorders. They got a bunch. And then what I would do is her pick nice, her world. You feel me? I don't know how to use this, Antonio. Just highlight it. Go to YouTube and type in tutorial after what you do. Me personally, I have these. I personally have this one right here. We got like 6 of them. You know, when you want something, you spend good money for it. You do this here. It's an independent recorder, perfect volume. She should be right now in class, turning all that hot stuff she say to those students to audio. Her and Adonia should be mic'd up. Would it be one of these in the pocket or one of these? They both should be mic'd up.
Oh, sir, wait.
Dropping audio content. Yes, ma'am.
Wait, we saw your line app. Whatever you were pointing to.
Oh,
there we go. Now we see what you were talking about.
Oh, okay. Well, say that next time, woman.
I didn't understand until you was talking and pointing. I was like, wait a minute. Okay. Yeah.
There he is, right her. Feels I gotta do that whole speech over. You can pick any one of these. This one or this one. Just you can go discreet with this. This is the best seller. Or I personally have 6 or 7 of these, 5 or 6 of these, something like that. And then bam. And Tracy, what's she at? Let me scroll down to her face. Anadonia. All right, I got you. Anadonia should be wearing one of these. And because every time Adonia solve a problem, that ought to be recorded. That's her. So here's the deal. Because if they do what the blank I say, they ain't got to do no podcast. Their whole life is one big podcast.
I would go to jail. There's so much crap these managers say to me because they think it's a safe space. I mean, and it is for the most part, but I'm not ever going to do anything illegal. But some of the words, some of the things they say, I have to redirect them and say, okay, I heard what you said. Now we're going to reword what you just said. We would go to jail.
Yes, fair enough. So please let people know you are recording. You know what I'm saying? Because they walk up on Adonia, chocolate silk girl. You look good today, girl. You look like you ought to be my third wife. That's probably not something that they want to say on camera. You understand what I'm saying? Or, girl, I'll buy you an apartment, just be my mistress. Something like that. You know what I'm saying? That's probably not something.
Sir.
Probably not what you want on your podcast. Okay. So let's leave that out of it. Thank God for editing, Jerome. Thank God for editing. Okay. Thank God for that. So she's right. She's right. I'm going to kill Johnny. Yeah, you probably shouldn't say that, but I'm going to take that out the recording. Yes, please let people know you're recording. But the concept is still the same. The concept's still the same. Imagine
I get it. I actually might, here, this is, God forgive me because I'm saying this out loud. What I may do is record, but then maybe make it not a podcast, maybe what not to do or how to have a good conversation. There's some content maybe in there, but it probably would not be good advice to record.
Well, you can do what the school teachers do, what human resources managers really want to say. And school teachers really want to tell y'all. You're right. Ain't that what the most popular people on YouTube? I mean, YouTube and social media.
I like that. That could be by itself. That could be a whole conversation.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's
I
it.
like that. I have to figure that out.
Yeah, it'd be like, what we really want to tell you is use a dumbass, and your employees don't like you. That's why they keep quitting. But I have to tell you, well, have you considered the turnover, Jonathan? Right, that's what you got to say. Yeah, that's what you got to say. What we really want to say is you
That's
mean
one of the things that made Bernie Mac famous.
yeah,
I'm just gonna say what y'all want to say.
yeah. Well, the doll you really want to say is, well, Carlos, if you wouldn't have slept with her, she'd still be here. But she can't say that. Adonia must say, well,
Okay, stay out of business. Stay out of business. That's happened. It was two of them. Which one? Okay, I'm shutting up. Sorry. Oh my God, I can't believe I said that.
You understand. All right, go ahead, Grace. You was going to say something.
Oh, that one took me back. That was too. Yeah, I wasn't ready for that one. But I was just gonna say, just to go back what people were saying about Miss Melissa. Miss Melissa, oh my goodness, yes, is amazing in her own right for two reasons. One, because she's Melissa. Okay, she's born that way.
That
Two,
she consults Antonio.
that is the second one. She
helps.
is one of the very few people who actually consults Antonio and listens to what he says, and that's why she where she is. You know, kind of like Law. You know, kind of like Jerome. You know,
it's always the non-blacks. It's always the non-blacks. Jesus, I had to tell him, listen, you black now. I had to make it. I had to. She black now, Grace.
I'm offended, but I love you anyway. I'm offended.
One of these days, I'm gonna get a few braids put in just to make you happy.
That's
Antonio.
it. Just to make or just lock one of them little strands. Just do one of them. Yeah, I just got look, put it in the back. It's got a little lock right here. It's just for Antonio. Yeah. It's always she listens. She gets it done. She gets it done. I think y'all been blessed. I'm not telling you that it's only 8 things. I am telling you, though, you should be able to tell me. I know Adonia can. Adonia will have a website up right now. We trying to figure out a name. That's our problem right now because she's marketing. The name is not a problem for most people. For Adonia and Tracy, it is because they're marketing for the 10-year future, and you kind of need to start as close to that future as possible. So you don't want to have Tracy Longlegs at gmail.com, something like that. You probably want to, it probably needs to be something like Motivating the Masses, Lisa Nichols, or something. You get it, something. It can even be Tracy Armstrong LLC. That's fine. And that her domain name becomes Tracy Armstrong LLC because everything they're about to do is going to be marketing whatever they do.
Question.
Go ahead. Yes, ma'am.
Well, last week I started, my landing page website is already being created.
Good.
And I bought the domain name. Well, I bought my name. Good. So I have tracyarmstrong.com. But then I'm like, okay, well, we were talking last week about.
Was tracyarmstrong.com literally available?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So I have www.tracydarmstrong.com. But then I didn't know if I wanted to do my name or if I wanted to do, because I have motivational moments with TDA. So, but
you did it right. You don't even have to guess. You did it right. Do your name, eventually trademark your name. This guy did. Do your name, and then you can have motivational moments on your website. But everybody goes to tracydarmstrong.com. Yes, ma'am. If I could get Adonia just to do AdoniaDixon.com, we would have been done. You understand? But that may not be the right role. I don't know. I actually agree with her. So it's okay. I actually agree with her. So that's all right. So I ain't costing no trouble. But Adonia got about 6 months worth of work done in a weekend, Jerome.
Woo.
Sure did.
Yes. Well, yeah, kinda, but you got me twisted. See, I'm trying to be polite and be who I am. You trying to have me be sassy and saucy because what you said, that description you gave me, I was defending it, and then I thought, maybe a little bit. So you trying to have me be? I do have a website. He just don't like it because the name is not catchy, sassy, or whatever. I have two. I have the business and the DBA. But no, you want to get all special, and that's a lot of
they don't
attention.
fit what she's trying to do, but their websites we're going to tie into. But is not Adonia sassy? Is she not? Did y'all not? Is she not sassy?
Yes, she is. Yes,
And
she
is she
is.
not also sweet? Is she sweet and sassy?
Yeah.
I should tell them. I should tell them that definition because you gave me three. He gave me three definitions.
Go ahead and say it. Go ahead. You can say it out loud. Mm-hmm.
He called me a rebel. Matter of fact, I should, one moment, please, because I'm not gonna guess it. I'm gonna read it to you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm reading his business. Sorry.
You read it.
And I had tried to get an attitude, and I thought, well, maybe
this is accurate. Yeah. Yes.
Kinda.
Yes.
Okay. Here. Let's see. Here we go. Sorry, I don't have my glasses either. Shame on me. Antonio T. I was like, did he just say that? Okay. So I'm looking at mine. Sorry to kick everybody. Okay. Sorry. Please forgive me. I'm trying to look at this without glasses. Okay, this is what he said. He said, I was soft but strong. I was quiet but loud. I was a soldier but wife. I was married to a military person. I think that's where that came from. Professional but a rebel. He called me a rebel. And I got attitude, and I thought, okay, yeah, well, maybe I am kind of. So I like the description. I didn't think it fit me, but I think maybe after some thought,
crazy people never know they're crazy. They always the last people to find out. Always the last people to find out. Always.
But the name, but you said the business name didn't match that. So I'm trying to figure out how do you match that? I mean, I don't. That's almost like, she got issues, which I probably do.
Well, we can take one of those names that you got, and I could just take. I'm gonna take that whole site down, though. I'm gonna take that whole thing down.
You don't need now, after what I told you, I paid for that site. You not?
Oh yeah, no, that's
okay. Well, if you got, we'll talk.
No, you right.
We got to go there. I paid a bunch.
No.
Don't even get me started. How much I paid?
You are right. Let me tell you, you show right. We gonna get that. We gonna get our money back out that site. You show right. You show right. That's what I would have said. That's what I would have said. See, if y'all got multiple sites, they can be worked into one site. I'll show you. They could be worked into one site. You don't have to.
We can take. They can go there and it takes them really somewhere else or something like that.
Yeah, absolutely. They can go into one site. So here is AntonioTSmithJr.com, or at least it's coming up. And here is assemblyofwanderers.com. So they're both coming up. So when you come to AntonioTSmithJr.com, and then you go to tour dates, instead of, I had it at first, Jerome, taking you to another page on the website, but I was like, well, this just looks better. It's bigger. Because the way I did on the website was too small, and y'all can't see. You know what I'm saying? My audience can't see. So I was like, well, this is bigger. So that's one website leading to another website. And then when you go to exclusive events, guess what? It takes you, here's assemblyofwanderers.com. And this is about to become assemblyofwanderers.com, just a specific page on the events page right here. And all this page is getting ready to become all the exclusive, some of them high dollar events. That's it. What's getting ready to happen is right here, this is getting ready to change. And instead of this YouTube, that's why I told Melissa to send me all the links. This is for to become a book, and you're going to go to All Antonio Books. That simple. It's not difficult. It's not difficult at all.
It is simple. Very simple.
Yep. So right here, when you come to right here, sorry, it's going to go to all the books. That's it. It's not. So Antonio T. Smith. That's why I told him, if you looked at share that picture you did, Deanna, with the mock-up of the gold bar thing. I told Melissa, she asked what website you want to use, and pay attention to the website at the bottom. If you pay attention to the website at the bottom where she's showing Antonio T. Oh, she's missing a T. AntonioTSmithJr.com. Right. So the T had to go in there because they ain't gonna go to the right website. But you get the point though. You get what I'm saying? AntonioTSmithJr.com. And then real big on the website will have the books. You can do multiple sites. You just need to have one that you believe represents your brand well. And in that case, it is Antonio T. Smith Jr. Live, Catch Me on Tour, Ending World Hunger, etc. My life work is Assembly of Wanderers, which actually looks more like this, but this is the tablet mode because I got my screen split. Assembly of Wanderers. And instead of linking you all these places, I just linked you to, oh, you can't even get there. I just linked you to the event page because all this year, massive events are going to be up and it's going to be right here. That's it. Can I send you to events? Sure, I can. But if I can send you here, no problem. Doesn't matter to me. Doesn't matter to me. Join me at my live events. Join me streaming because I got a bunch of freaking books in places. I mean, albums and stuff like that. Oh, no. Just join me. So this is, okay, this is for to be tour dates. This is for to be Allenbrook, the social media. This is for to be the books. So when people come here, they're gonna be able to join the social media, join the books, and catch me in events. It's a living website. It changes as things go. February 1st, that will look completely different. Okay, one more time so we can get out of here because I really need y'all to catch this. People are gonna be hearing about me, all that writing and stuff. Grace, they're gonna get tour dates. And then right here, they're gonna get the social media. You click this and it's gonna take you to Allenbrook. What does Allenbrook look like? Well, besides the fact that it's fantastic and it has TV and radio inside of it because Justin says I'm the Black Elon Musk, so we'll go ahead and take that. It looks pretty cool, Grace. All right, it looks pretty cool. It looks like this.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I got some skills.
Grandma said you got scruples.
I got some skills. Got some skills.
All
right. Yes, ma'am.
Speaking of this coming Friday, the Everything is Perfect tour begins again. Okay, took a little break for the whole holiday thing, but we're back. We are back. Okay, especially those of you who are in Houston. We will be in Houston and on these dates on Friday. And so those of you who come out and bring the most people with you will get a prize. So it's a little incentive. Come on out. And not only it's a two-way blessing, that's what my mom called it. Okay. Not only will you come out and listen to get to hear everything in the event and have a breakthrough, a life-changing moment. All these things have been happening. I'm just telling you, just ask people who have come. But not only will you get that, but also the people that you invite and bring with you, will get that same experience. I'm telling you, people that have been here will tell you it's a whole another experience to be in front of Antonio than when it is on Zoom. So come on out. I will put the link in the chat and let you all know, hey, come on, get these tickets, man.
Yeah, all new info, no repeated info, no repeated keynotes. And it's an experience. I have my live bands coming soon. So just be ready for that. It's a whole experience. It's a whole program. But don't worry about it. Just catch me on Sports Center. Catch me on Sports Center. But by the time y'all catch me, price gonna go up though. I'm gonna tell you that. That's how it works. That's how it works. All right, y'all. We're giving you plenty. Hopefully you are blessed. We will see you tomorrow. If you are confused at any level, let me do this for you. This is what I'm doing. Let me do this for you. Hold on. Y'all just wrench around, wrench it off real quick. Now just hold on. I want y'all to see. We'll tell you in Houston. Got a couple of places. Until we'll tell you. It'll be by you. That's where we're going. We're going where Tracy going. Yeah. Yeah, we're going where Tracy going. So we might be in Tracy's living room giving Tracy money. How you know we ain't gonna become a little money for Tracy. Just saying. All right, let me show you something. Have a screen. No, hold on. Let me not do it that way. Hold on, because I'm trying to get y'all to see something. I want you to recognize where we are in life, and maybe not, Adonia, maybe we can recognize when some things are bigger than what we think. Here is my video gaming app or video gaming engine. Here's my video gaming engine, Grace. Y'all look.
I see. Got you a whole city.
You can walk right into the buildings. Who's familiar with Grand Theft Auto?
I am.
I'm building a game kind of like that. And I'm teaching folk, well, just a few folk, Otis and his nieces and nephews and my kids, they all building a game with me. So we got 5 kids building a game with us, Adonia. 5 kids.
Don't you leave out Auntie Shelley.
Yes, but I'm talking about the kids.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about the kids. But yes, you're right. We don't want to leave out Auntie Shelley, but I was specifically talking about the kids. Here's my point. You don't know what you're sleeping on, because at some point, I'm going to have my video games either on Microsoft or Sony, or I'm going to have my own console. I'll say it this way. These are my last words, Donnie. If you know anybody else building a social media with TV and radio to rival the big social media, plus building video games, you can just walk inside of a building. By all means, point them out. I need to hire them. But if not, take my February 1st seriously, Adrian, because I'm on that plan. And all you need to do is run with me, Tracy. It don't matter if you beating folk. It don't matter if Grace is racing her little cousin. She not fast. But if she keep losing to Olympic sprinters, she'll be faster than everybody else who's not. I'm an Olympic sprinter. All Shelly got to do is hit your wagon. If you just hit every deadline, February 1st, you know I'm going to have one right after February 1st, don't you? If you hit them deadlines, by the end of this year, your business will be so far ahead, your church will be one of your customers. You can plan better. You can dominate. Thank you so much, everybody. I do appreciate you. I got to get back to this program, and I'm not available all year long. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good one. I love you, everybody.
Love you more.
Love you more.
All right, y'all. Have a good one.